Hello, church, and welcome to the Midweek Pastor's Update for Thursday, November 19th, 2020. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. I'm up at the church property, just appreciating all the work that was done over this last weekend. Cleared out a lot of different places, made it more fire safe, so just feeling thankful for all the work that was done and just appreciating another beautiful day up here on the church on the hill. A couple news and notes items for today to start with. We are so close to filling our slots for the Salvation Army week that we have. So as a reminder, that's December 7th to the 11th. And there are lots of opportunities. I think there are 4 slots or so remaining. So if you haven't signed up and you have the interest to, please contact Barb Grandstaff in the church office or Susan Moore. So thank you in advance if you're going to be doing that, and then also for all those who have already signed up. We're so grateful. On, Monday, November 23rd, so that's this coming Monday, there will be a turkey drive that the church will be participating in. That's going to be down at Grocery Outlet from, what time is that, 8:30? Yes, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. So contact Peter Clark if you have any questions. My understanding is that they may have enough volunteers, but it's always worth checking. So if you'd like to help out with that event, I believe that's going to be distributing turkeys at that stage to those who need them in advance of Thanksgiving next week. I want to make a special appeal. I know we've had a lot of different appeals over the last couple months, and your generosity has just been so wonderful. But during the holiday seasons, that's probably the time of year that I most get approached by people in need. Some of them may be friends and members of this church. Some of them might just be members of the community that somehow find their way to me and ask for some type of assistance. And I always am hoping to help out in whatever ways I can. And I have a fund that enables me to do that. It's called the Ministers Community Fund. Well, as it's happened, that fund is pretty low right now. And so before I get the customary requests, I wanted to put an appeal out to any of you. If you had the desire, if you have it in your heart to want to support some of those people who are out there in our community and in our church who could use a little extra help. If you'd like to help them, I would love if you would send a check to our church, make it out to FCC Auburn, and in the memo line put Ministers Community Fund, and that way it'll go towards supporting that fund that I have that can then be used to support your local neighbors in whatever needs they may have and in whatever ways that I can help them. So just putting that appeal out there, and just thank you again. You have been such a generous church in all the different appeals, and this is just one more. So thank you. And then, friends, I guess the most important thing right now that has been such a challenge for all of us, and that has to do with our ability to meet for live worship. We've been doing it now for the last month, 2 times outside, and then we've met twice in the sanctuary. Well, with this past week's movement into the purple tier, I have once again kind of gone into this reevaluation phase as to what's the best and most responsible move for our church. And after many discussions with church leadership and medical health professionals, both within the church and outside the church, I, along with our worship team and church leadership, have made the decision to postpone for the time being any live worship services. So we will be going back to just virtual worship services. Now, I'd like to just do this for the next couple weeks and then reevaluate. And that's how I always try to do this. So I don't need to say it's going to be for X number of weeks or months, but want to get us through the Thanksgiving time and then just sort of pay attention and see how things are going. This is a really difficult decision, obviously, because this last month, it's just reminded me and so many of us of how valuable it is to be together in worship. Even if it's 20, even if it's 50, 100 people, it's just valuable to be together. And so it's hard to pull back, but it feels like not only the most responsible thing, but the most faithful thing. It's a means of saying that we are practicing being the church as we protect the most vulnerable within our community. And we will continue to be the church. It's not a question of canceling church. It's a question of moving into a different way of being church. So I hope and I trust that you will be with me in this and continue to watch our virtual worship services, as they are the ones that will be continuing to put up. And then as soon as it is safe, as soon as we can gather together again, outside or inside for that matter, we will keep you posted. Just keep up with these updates, keep up with the church website, and you'll get the information you need. So it's just with, I guess, a heavy heart, but I feel it's the right thing to do, that we move in this direction once again to go to virtual worship services. So here we are, 2020. It just keeps going, but in many ways it's opened up a lot of doors for us too. It's opened up a whole new way of experiencing community. And so while it's hard, while it's hard to be away from each other, it feels isolating, I also lift up the ways that it's found new and creative ways to bring us together. And I am committed as your pastor to keep looking for those ways. I know Becca, and with the young people and family ministry aspect, she's looking at doing the same things to try to find connection despite the realities of COVID, of the pandemic in our midst. So we're going to keep going. We will keep being the church, just finding new ways to do that. So this coming Sunday is Thanksgiving Sunday, when we customarily celebrate the spirit of gratitude and thanksgiving. And I know this year has been one that's been a little more challenging to feel gratitude for some of us, or we long for gratitude and we struggle with how we might articulate it. So I offer you this beautiful poem I found by the poet Charles Bukowski, and it's called The Laughing Heart. Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Be on the watch. There are ways out. There is light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Be on the watch. The gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous, and the gods wait to delight in you. Friends, as we move into the holiday season, into Thanksgiving, I hope that these words are some of the medicine that you need, that can fill you and open up that space of deep gratitude within you. Until we meet again, may you all be held in the peace of Christ.